Hi, I'm Beverly Burnson, and I've started a movement called Beauty Belief. And I want you to realize how beautiful you are from the inside out. There's no one in the world like you. No one has your voice print, no one has your fingerprint. And I'm going to kind of go in a little bit of a fast manner just to get through a little tutorial for you in makeup, especially when you're over the age of 40 and going into your 50s and things like that. It's always important to moisturize and cleanse and have a morning regimen, an evening regimen. And also, sometimes it doesn't really hurt to have like a little bit of a moisturizing, really great tasting chapstick type of thing. Only I love chapstick, but I also love fancy things like this. This is called Primrose, and it's so beautiful. It just kind of glides there, but it keeps you from having really, really dry lips, and so it's really good to do that, especially at night. Let's talk about this product here that I found at Ulta. It's called POREfessional. It's made by Benefit. And the reason I love it the most is it seems to be the best makeup primer that I have ever had in my life. Now notice I'm just pressing this into my face. I have a clean canvas I've started with in my artwork for my skin. And I don't like really big pores, and when I was in high school I had a lot of acne and scarring and things like that. It made me feel kind of bad about myself. But then I realized what a jewel that God makes each one of us, because we're all unique and different. And so I start that, and then there's this other product that's by Too Faced, and it's called Born That Way, or Born This Way, I think. And so I use this in warm beige because I'm so fair complected. And what I'll do is, just to get a smooth look, not use a whole lot of product, I'm just going to do right there. And if I need any more, I always have it there. But I'm going to use my weakest finger on my right hand, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to tap it about 3 times there, 3 times there, over here on my nose, up here, and over here, and just kind of spread it around a little bit. And then I'm going to take the rest of this that's kind of smashed up and put it on my neck. And that way my hand, I'll get all the product off that I need, and I'll also have contour, and also have coloring here. So let's just pat this in. I press it in because there's heat in your hands, and I don't usually pull and tug on my face. I'm very particular about things like that. And as you notice, it'll come in from the heat of your fingertips, or if you want to use a foundation brush, you can also do that. Now, I forgot my concealer, so I'm not going to have that, but I am going to use this foundation over my eyes and under my eyes and on my nose and all the crevices and things like that. And then if I do pull at all, it'll just be barely, barely, barely. I just press it in, press it in. You don't want to be tugging your face also. And depending on the timing, I have a little bit of an alarm going on so that I know exactly how long to make this video, because your time is precious and mine is valuable too. So I want to make sure that you follow me on different things. So we may just get through the foundation part and also just cheeks and whatever, and talk about eyeshadow next time, but we'll see how this goes. So I just press this foundation in very lightly and go under my eyes, and as I say, on my neck. Then this product is great. It's by Bare Minerals, and it was in beautiful packaging. I have powder kind of on it now, but I love it. I really love it. The only thing that I found difficult about it, I used to get my face powder from Japan for $29 because it was kind of a white, but it was a neutral color, and it was the world's smallest molecule in powder. But this powder is very good also, and I got this at Ulta. So I'm going to take my powder brush and just dip it in. But when you open this container, it does have like a white label on it that covers up the holes. And I did find that it was a little hard to get that label off. I actually took a fork and started trying to take it off. But it's a wonderful powder, so I'm just going to go around on my face and make sure that I don't have any shiny spots much. I don't really like to shine a lot, you know, like shimmer or shine much when I get older, as I'm getting older, because when you have very young and, you know, 20-year-old skin, you know, sometimes it's really fun to have kind of a sparkle glow, you know. But this works out okay for me for right now. So anyway, as you can tell, I'm going over my eyes, under my eyes, and I'm not even really pressing it very much. I mean, I'm circling it some, but I'm not really moving my skin a lot. And I go down all the way on my neck, and it depends on what kind of neckline I have. And I usually try to do my makeup before I put on the clothing I'm wearing for the day. Let me close that and talk to you about this wonderful product. Now, I do invest in great brushes, and Ulta has a wonderful line of brushes, and there's several different kinds of brushes, depending on, you know, there's different prices. I find that the investment in a great brush and a brush set can last a lifetime if you clean it, clean your brushes at least once a week with a makeup remover, you know, cleaner type of thing. And it also gets the bacteria off of it, and it keeps your brush very, you know, soft and supple. I don't like anything sticking my face. I mean, you have to be kind to yourself, so be kind. Anyway, I want to show you, as soon as I find it here among my wonderful things that I have here. I love this product right here. Oh, well, it's NARS, but it says backwards, but I can read it. Anyway, and it comes at Sephora and JCPenney's. And as you know, it's a very lively color. So you don't really have to have very much in your brush in order to color your cheeks. And you always want to go on the very highest part of your cheekbone right there, you know. And we'll talk about contouring in another video. But also the apple of your cheekbone, I just barely press it in. But I'm going to get a little bit, and see, all I'm doing is just pressing it one time. That's really all you need. And I'm going to go right up here. As you can tell, I'm going on the very, and it helps to smile, because you can find your main cheekbone height that you need when you smile. Plus, if you smile, it makes you feel better. Okay, and so right here, when I get to the apple, I just barely, you know, and I love this angled brush. This is great. This is a great angled brush. And I will do another tutorial to talk about brushes, or the kind of brushes that I use. And I'm looking forward to developing my own cosmetic line, and I'm working on some tools and inventing something that I think is going to be a lot of fun. So you'll have to stay tuned to the Beauty Belief makeovers and see what comes up next. I think I've pretty much got that equal on here. And as you can see, I'm going to save a lot. This is probably going to last like a year or something, because if I only barely do it in one time and then do like that, can you imagine? So your cosmetics really are an investment. Let me talk a little bit about this brand. I love this brand of eye product. It's called NYX, and it's very inexpensive. This was probably about $9. And now my brushes, Kabuki brush, I spent $38 for, and NARS is a little bit more expensive. I think I spent like $30 for it, or $28 or something like that. But I'm going to take this one, the NYX, because I just love it. And I'm going to load my brush with this shimmering gold, and I don't know how much farther I'll get on eyeshadows, but I will show you this. I love to go and just press right there on my lid, all around with that shimmer. And I just press. Again, I don't pull. I press it in. And here I go on this side. And you can probably hear my dogs barking in the background, but that means my husband's probably back from the grocery store. His name is Craig. Anyway, so I just do this little bit right here and press. Oh. And as you can see, the product will still get on your eye. You don't have to be back and forth, you know. because the older you get, the thinner the skin gets, and it just ends up getting to be a pain. Now then, I love this product also. Got it at Ulta. This is by Too Faced. And this, you know, there's also Urban Decay that has excellent palettes of eyeshadows. And then there's also NYX is even great in some of the, and Revlon has a great palette. L'Oreal, you know, those are, you could get those at Walmart for like, oh, I don't know, $11, something like that. And I do love the Flower brand by Drew Barrymore. Her eyeshadows are amazing, and they shine quite a bit. And sometimes I actually put her eyeshadows on with my finger. But right now, I'm just going to go into the more neutral color. Since I put gold on the lid, I'm going to go and pick up this little bit darker in the middle here, and I'm just going to press right here, and start my smoky eye. And I'm going to get a little bit smaller brush. Actually, it's more of a feathery type brush. And sometimes you can get great brushes at Dillard's, and there's all kinds of counters, you know, Estee Lauder and all kinds of places. But I'm going to reach in here and get just a little bit more of this dark. And in order to get, you don't have to do anything except you can go right there in the crease. As you look, all you do is just go back and forth in the crease right there. It's a natural crease that you have. Now, I will talk in another video about droopy eyes and you know, when you feel like you can't wear eyeshadow anymore. That's not true. I can help you with that, but we'll talk about that in another video. And right here, I'm going to come in here with this great gentle brush and just go back and forth. But I'm not pressing really hard. Not real hard. No, not real hard. And anyway, I look forward to showing you the rest of an eyeshadow video here in the next little bit of time, because I've run out of time, I believe, and so I want to make this a little bit shorter. I do kind of take the same brush, but sometimes it's best to get a little bit smaller brush. So let me see what I have here. I actually, well, that's not the one I want to use. I actually have another kind, but oh, that's my alarm. So I tell you what, stay tuned for the next Beauty Belief makeover for your eyes. I've talked about the foundational type of thing and the blush, and now we're going to finish out the eyes in the next video. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you. Tell all your friends that I'm here, Beauty Belief, and I'm Beverly. Bev's Beauty Belief. Bye-bye.